All right, we are live. Hey, everybody. I'm Rob the Builder. Can we build it? Yes, we can. How you doing, David and her ladyship? Now, Bassman is not here as yet. Actually, what I'll quickly do, just see if he's flicking me an email. He does that sometimes. Delay. Give me a moment, guys. Then I'll flick the link up. Flick the link up. Whoa. Hang on. All right. Now, no, he did not, so I would suggest he will be here directly. All right. Sorry about that little distraction, chaps. I also saw an email relating to a thing I'm doing, but yeah. And send. There we go. Whilst I am waiting, you all know what's got to happen first, people. Yes, we do. Oh yeah, that's the ticket. Oh
Oh,
man, how you doing?
oh, it
Hey,
finally worked then.
bud.
That's finally worked. Tried using it.
Ah, yeah.
Try,
All righty. Now, I'll just move my chair around. I have a question.
oh,
I was kind of curious as to the Union Jack as far as I knew what the Cross of St. George was. I
right.
knew the Cross of St. Andrews, and I thought, well, I assumed, no use of that word, that the other was to do with Wales. And then I found out it was to do with Ireland, which
Yes.
means that Wales actually isn't represented on the Union Jack.
No.
Now, the question I have is this a sore point amongst Welsh people?
No, because we got a Welsh flag.
Okay. But you see what I'm asking, I think. Anyway,
We got the
um,
dragon.
yeah, yeah. Now, the way I heard it described by Philomena Kunk was he combined the symbols of England, Scotland, and Ireland, but couldn't be asked with the dragon. It was made by somebody with a ruler, but they couldn't be asked with the dragon. That's it. Anyway, I discovered after last stream that I just need to. I've fixed this issue up since, but you'll notice the engine bay is now red. Before it was unpainted sprue, a sprue unpainted plastic, and I only noticed that after the fact, so to speak. So I fixed that up, and that's all been very good. I needed a slight touch up there, but that's a minor detail. What I'm thinking of doing as well is putting this on first to see if I can help maybe drag these in just a touch by putting them on it, if you know what I mean.
Yes. So that's out. Hello.
Um,
What the hell's up?
ha! That sounds like an amusing little. Now,
No, I
what I'm going
had
to
you on the
do.
phone here. Adverts came up.
Ah, the plot thickens. The same couldn't be said for my hair. Um, ideally. Aha. Oops. Yeah. The card just was a little tidy up. And we'll get this back part on. One thing I'd noticed on this, or on this kit that I thought was kind of cool, I'll show you. If you look, if you really wanted to, on the back of this, You could actually set the boot up as being open because of the way they about that. Now, myself, I wouldn't. I mean, it's just the fucking boot. But you get the idea.
So,
I see Wales won in the rugby.
yes, it's about bloody time.
Well, yeah, and it's not just that, man. It's just that you don't want to go through the entire Six Nations without winning a game. That would hurt. I've been in the position as a Wallabies fan of going through a rugby championship and winning. Maybe I think we beat Argentina at home. We actually beat South Africa in South Africa, but every other time we got our ass handed to us. And it's not pleasant. But I think any sports fan enjoys that sort of behaviour. And if they say they do, they're fucking lying. Fucking lying, right? Alrighty, now just a little touch. Yeah. There we are. One thing I will say about the way the kit's coming along so far, though, I'm really happy with how it looks. Really happy. That is indeed the colour I was after. Oh. And I've moved the paper towel somewhere. That's very sensible of me, isn't it? Give me a moment. Oh, Rob. Oh, here it is. Why is it there? Why is it there? Actually, I need to grab one for myself. I need to blow my nose at a minute. But first, gotta go check out a unit today.
Okay.
And see about applying for it. I'll see if I want to apply for it. I'm still not nervy yet as far as the amount of time I've got, but I'm starting to get to that point where I need to seriously consider what can I get, you know?
Yes.
That point kicks in about a fortnight, which is not very long. Excuse me a moment. But at the same time, hey, I've got a few things I'm looking at the moment, so that's all good. So this will go into there. Then I'll probably just want to hold that for a bit, I guess. It goes right the way up to there. Okay. Well, I think the easy way is to put the glue on the the main part of the hull and then just slide it on in. Slide it on in, as the bishop said to the choir boy. Deary me. Now we'll move this camera a bit. My mate Chris, who I go fishing with, he, as you can gather, I don't just trot out bishop choir boy lines on the stream. I do it quite regularly. And he once made the observation, which, as you can gather, I've not really sort of like taken on board, that I should perhaps be a little more careful, because there are people out there who have had that experience. And I thought, well, you know, he does have a case. Has it stopped me? Not on your Nelly. Probably should think about it, though. Good luck with that. Now, almost ready. All right. Hopefully this goes very smoothly. I expect it will. Most of this kit has been very pleasant, notwithstanding losing the clear parts. Yeah. Oh, cunty thing.
Yeah, wrecked the windscreen on mine. That's to make another one. But remember, I'd have to get some crystal clear and try and put that over the windscreen. Perhaps I can fill in the gaps and smooth it out. Make it
Yeah.
look nice.
Crystal clear is good. Right, now I've got my fingers in the right posie, I think. Shall I let go? Hang on a moment. I might be well advised to hold this off the ground while I do this. Because otherwise I think I'll run the risk of crushing the wheels. I'll glue that back in after. That's less of an issue. Now, oh, that needs to be further on. And that needs to be actually physically on. Now, why is that not going on? Ah, I see why. Ah, maybe back a bit in fact. No. All the way in. There we are. That's how it should sit. Yeah. Now I'm just going to let that dry for a bit. I'm going to need to do some paint tidy ups, but that's no real surprise. Actually, only one, I think. Which is not a bad outcome overall. Hold down the back here a bit. Yeah, I'm happy with that. All right. I think I'm happy with that. Let's have a look at this bit at the back. Not quite happy with that. And then I'll put this bloody chair thing back in. In some ways, it's probably better to do it now, or easier to do it now than when they suggest. But you know what you're going to do. Who are you going to call? Ghostbusters? I think not. Yeah, I'm just going to let. In fact, to a fair point, if that part does sit up a bit, it actually looks right. I'm still going to hold it here for a little while. See if I can get it to bind properly. Or we all know what the other option is here, don't we? Quick dry. Or maybe a painting touch up. Maybe. We'll see how that rolls. What are you working on today?
Well, one car is hang on, an echo here. This car is pretty finished. Yeah. Right. The other one I got some parts I got to repaint and then gloss over. So I got to take a couple of days to get those, give them a chance to dry and everything. So I thought I'd get on with doing the seagull. By the looks of that, what I've done so far, I've still got to do some painting of the hull for the rest of it. So I can put the odd pieces up. But my Merc has got wobbly wheel, so I'm trying to find something I can put a wedge in.
Now, reasonably happy with how that's sitting. Zoom. There we go. So sitting reasonably well. Now, I reckon I'm going to put the front grille in. Because then, let's just be a bit more accurate as to where this goes. We need to be accurate with this bottom line. Right. So like that. Right. Let's do this. Glue. Yeah. And around the bottom here. Now, here's the moment, Cato. Right, gotcha. Not quite. I'm going to have to hold that there for a little while. I think. In fact, definitely. you find the grill a bit problematic?
No, it's
As far as keeping it with the panels?
yes, it's once you get lined up right, it's holding it in long enough for it to set.
I think if I can get one side to do it, I might be good. Ah. Now we'll hit the other side. It's better.
Oh, I've lost the top somewhere.
Oh no. Oh god, I'm gonna have to do some painting. Tidy up some of the chrome. Never mind. Actually, what I might be able to do. On chromed parts, you can frequently white mucky muck off quite quickly. And I can. Alright, let's see if we can get these things to stay. Yeah! Yay! Got it done. It's a bit cunty.
It sits well, and the base clicks in nicely.
It does, but if it, yeah, I think the whole issue I'm having is that there's probably little small areas, micro areas almost, where the kit might be out because the kit's so well made. It sort of doesn't really help if that's the case. If you follow me,
Yes.
it punishes you that bit harder for those errors. And you could, I suppose, the counter to that is, well, how about you don't make the fucking errors, dickhead? But hey, what you gonna do? Now, I need to put this back in. This I will now do. But it's definitely starting to look the goods. A couple of little tidy ups will be required, but that's okay. How many? There's a couple of little spots. Still got a bit of an issue over there, that side. So I'll attend to that now. The other side's good. This side's being a cunt. Stop that knees bent advancing behaviour. Hey, caramba. Hey. Yeah, right. Rubbing. Hey, yo. It keeps slipping out.
So the accuracy does it. I solved that problem.
Hopefully that'll help. Have to hold this for quite a while again. Oh, you bitch. Now put some stronger glue at the top now. Nah. I need to get that to stay in its position. bit frustrated with that. Almost. I think if I just hold it for a while and let the glue... Aha, now I've got you, bitch. You can see I'm getting a bit grumpy with it, eh? Now I am going to need to do some... cover up some area where there's been a bit of leak. Oh, you don't. Now, what I'm going to do, because I'm also at this stage getting a bit concerned. Now, about... now I've got you. There is a bit of some of the red paint has gone onto the chrome part. I'm just going to attend to that with a bit of paint. Not quite yet, but I think it's far more likely to bind now.
If it's a proper chrome. Yeah. Drink.
Jesus, dude, you right?
Yeah, got it wrong way. How's this gonna do? Oh,
Cunt. This is just being a bitch to me. I've hit it with quick dry. I've hit it with heavy. Still not staying in position. What am I going to do about that? Hold for a bit longer. And while I'm here, maybe straighten that up. I think we're good. Longer. But it's almost there finally, and there will be much rejoicing. Now some of that, I wonder if I can get that off with a toothpick. I might be able to. Now, it might be. Actually, I'll do that after. Oh, sooner would be better with the toothpick idea. Let's see if we can. I prefer to let that settle, but see if we can. Yeah, to some extent. But not yet. Now is not the time, Kato. because I've just undone all my good work because it gets a bit rough on it. Hang on. Let's see if I can get that just to settle again. And then just let it settle. Yeah. We're just going to let that settle. That's what we're going to do, boys and girls. You let both parts of that the front and the back dry. That's what I'm going to do. Who would have thought? Cool. Now, what I will do in the meantime, aside from bring the camera back, is we're going to put all these bits over here. Grab that. Where am I going to move that? Actually, I probably don't want to move that too far away, because whatever I do next will require that. It's come out again.
I think mine's good, Dave.
It has dried and it is stable, but I can see a gap. And what I'm thinking is I might. Is it worth applying some crystal clear just to that little spot? You know what I mean? That particular area. I'd probably do it from the other side. I'd paint red. All right, but in fact, it may even be worth considering some of those little tidy ups as the next stage on that, once they're all suitably dry. In the meantime, that's what I was going to do. Start bringing up some other stuff on this little beastie. This is a Chevy Impala. And I'm building this because some characters in a book I have written in fact, some priests drive around in the Chevy Impala. They're not ordinary priests, they're drug dealers and pimps and stuff as well. And is that the one I want? Give me a moment, I just want to check that, otherwise I'm going to look like a dick and grumpy. Yeah, it's probably a little thick, big boy. Hang on, better way to check. That's probably not great. Surfaced. No, it's way too thick. It is not the one I want. Let's try this one. There we go. Let's start bringing up some detail. Now we'll go under here.
Which kit's that one?
That's an AMT. Pardon?
Right.
It's an American company.
Yeah.
This is the first one of theirs I've built. The detail looks pretty nice, which always wins me over. Some parts of it look really well, like something you might have seen me already show off parts of it. Even the undercarriage is like really detailed.
Yeah,
pretty pleased.
I haven't got it in my kit. I was just looking in my spreadsheet, see if I had it in my kit. I haven't got that one. Not an AMT anyway.
This is, like I said, my first AMT kit. Bassman's done a few. He reckons
Yeah.
they're pretty good.
Uh,
He does some very nice cars, it must be said. All right. So I've got the spray can ready to rock and roll for this one. As far as the colour, which will be metallic blue.
yeah, got 23 kits.
You got 23 kits of
AMTs.
car? Of what?
AMT, 23 AMT kits.
Wow. Do you have like a little catalogue on your computer?
Yeah, I make a spreadsheet. I like
Ah,
spreadsheets.
that's actually very sensible. I should think about that. And B, how organised. One thing I would say about this kit that I guess you can argue as to whether it's a good or a bad thing, I view it as I can see where they're coming from. With this being a convertible, the only way you assemble it is with the canopy open, which I have no issue with. It makes perfect sense to me that if you're making a convertible, why would you want to have the closed canopy? You know what I'm saying? But the fact that the option is just not there, you must have it open. I don't know if that would irritate some modelers. Obviously, it doesn't bother me because I'll do it open anyway. But hey, I need to do a bit of a wipe up there. Clumsy of me. There we are. And yeah. Right now, there's actually a little badge here. That's going to be tricksy. I know how I'll do it. Now, other bits to consider here. They do the windscreen wipers on the hull. Which I guess, yeah, is a way of doing it. Is it a better way? I'm unsure. Gotta say, it's a very pretty looking car, isn't it? I don't know if pretty is quite the right word, but you know what I mean. Now I might do some tidy ups on the paintwork. Now this needs to be in there a bit more. Really? Oh, of course, Rob. Why didn't you just let it dry, you dumb fucker? Shall we re-glue that? Yes, we shall. Dumbass. So keen to make it all, da 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 da. Then just go and fuck myself up. Nice one. Hey, hey, hey. Aye, Columba.
How was the fishing?
Well, we didn't catch anything, but that was partly we were actually doing more exploring. We know we need new spots because where we have been fishing it isn't producing fish anymore for whatever reason. So we went and checked out a few spots, and we tried a few spots even just to give them a burl, because you don't never know if you never go. And a couple of them were interesting. One was a spot that would probably be more interesting after a big rain, because what it was, or is, more's the point, is a pond that gets created when the river expands during a flood.
Yep.
And as you'd expect, or what I would expect, is that in such a circumstance, fish would get trapped in there. Now, so long as we beat the pelicans. Do you guys have pelicans? No? Because over here we got birds called pelicans.
Yep.
Oh, you know what? You know the birds I'm talking about?
Yeah. So.
Anyway, now pelicans also hang out in that area, and they'd know that as well. So the question would be, can we beat the pelicans?
You
At least for
need a
that
bigger
pond. You know
net.
what I'm saying? Pardon?
You need the bigger mouth.
Yeah, well, they're an amazing bird, really. They really are. As far as when you see them fully open their wings out and stuff. Hmm. It does actually seem to be sitting better, that part now. All right. All right.
Bloody hands.
Now, back to this task. Feeling. The other side of the wipers. All right.
The race came back from Scotland yesterday. So
Oh yeah.
tractor. I got on the phone. I can track her train all the way down through, so I know where she's coming from. And
Oh yeah.
she got to Cheltenham, and she got off. She got a dog, a suitcase, and a couple of small bags for these bits and pieces. And I think it's a lady got off before and mentioned it to the guard. The truck came up and offered her hand, got her off, and
Oh nice.
took her to a restroom because she had another 45 minutes, hour for wait for the next train. And got her hot chocolate and
Oh nice.
and said, "Wait there, I'll get to you when the train comes in." Um,
Wow.
it wouldn't be too bad, but yesterday was the Gold Cup in Cheltenham, the big race.
Oh yeah.
So by the time she comes to catch the train, everybody's left the station, the races, and I think most of them are 3 parts to the wind, so they've had a good day.
Yeah.
So and he came along and stopped everybody. So hold on, chaps, I got to get this young lady on. I got her on,
Yeah.
put her in her
Right.
seat, and everything. So yeah,
All
so
right.
that made her day healthy.
Yeah. Nice.
I managed to get a taxi. I went down to my station to meet her. I was going to take it. She said not to go to Cheltenham. And she stayed here overnight, so I made her dinner last night. So she wasn't expecting that.
Oh,
But,
so she had an all right day.
yeah.
Right. What I've done here is highlight the um
Hello, PM.
highlighted the little bonnet grill thing there for when I paint it.
All right. Yeah.
Now, what else can I highlight here? Probably these.
It seems Dottie being a right little tart up in Scotland. That everybody loves her. She makes friends with everybody. It seems. So,
My dogs will do that.
yeah. So, yeah. So,
I was at a bakery yesterday with Chris during our break in the fishing, and because we take a break at about 9, go to get a pie and a coffee, and we there was an old lady with what was presumably her grandchild, and they had a dog with them, and the dog was pretty clearly, one of us, what can best be described as a soft, hoof-headed nature, and at one stage it just sort of like strolled over casually to me and stuck its nose in my direction. You think, you want to scratch, don't you, mate? And dogs will just do that. In fact, let's face it. Again, they say it's said that they're man's best friend, but in fact, they're nothing more than attention whores. They will go and get attention from anybody who'll give them a scratch.
yes.
Shameless. That's what I call it. Shameless.
I just wish young ladies could give me a scratch, but
It's like people complaining about harassment. I can't remember the last time I was harassed. It shouldn't laugh about that, but you know what I'm saying. It's there to be done, isn't it?
yeah.
Oh, here we go. I'm getting the Chevy logo up, I think. I think they might actually have a decal for that one, but let me just. Yeah. But there's where we can do our logo. If they don't have a decal. You'd think they would for that.
Hmm.
Note, you would think. Ooh, there we go. Now along here. That's along there. Ooh. And up and around. And around. Alrighty. And I got myself some Indian takeaway, or delivered, more's the point, but yesterday. And I gotta say, oh yeah. You know how sometimes you score an Indian or some kind of, regardless of anything you score, for like some takeaway, and it's just the gear. Yeah, yeah. Had stuff from that place before. Been pretty happy with it.
Yeah.
But yeah, they're becoming a go-to for such occasions.
Oh dear. We do it again.
Have you seen the oops, a daisy, the Rowan Atkinson stage show thing where he plays the the waiter at the Indian restaurant?
No.
It was written back in the day where it was considered okay for white guys to play other cultures,
Hmm.
which, let's face it, these days wouldn't fly. But and basically, he's clearly, whilst it's just him on the stage, the waiter in question is clearly talking to a bunch of yobbos who've just come in from the football. They're chock full of lager, and they want a Vindaloo sort of a style. And at one stage, you hear him say, "So you want some cullies, some lice, and shit? Well, I don't think I can help you with that last item." I don't know why I got onto Ryan Atkinson, is because of the curry I had last night.
Hmm.
But yeah, and at one stage, he's communicating that I need to do something about his friend because he's basically collapsed face first into a jug of lager and is starting to drown. But yeah. All right, getting the hole done. Now comes the question, do I want to let this settle for a bit longer? The answer is yeah, I probably should. So I will. Well, if I let it had been there for, give it a while longer. Now, this is sometimes a bit tricksy. Okay. There we go. But it's okay if it's a bit grotty. Grotty! Of course, it's going to have paint and surface on top of this. Ayo. Oh, no, that's all went. Actually, that went quite well. Ayo.
I think you got spam on your site.
Fun?
I think it's a spammer.
Ah. Ayo. This one's slipping a bit. Why is it? All right, whatever, man. Whatever. All right. Now that's the whole all prepped. At least as far as the there we go. Now this part doesn't require anything. Here we go. This does. Don't know if that's pretty kick-ass actually. This is the. I'll show you that angle will be better. I'll zoom out a touch. This is the actual undercarriage. Look at that fucking detail.
Hmm.
In many ways, I'm quite impressed by that. You know.
Yeah.
In many ways, other ways, I'm going, sweet Jesus, guys, was that really necessary? Um, all right, let me just grab my coffee. Grab my coffee. Oh, yeah. Now, I reckon tomorrow I'll get on to making windows to complete the Merc. Hang on. Let me think about this logically. Okay. All of this with a couple. Now, which parts am I not going to paint black? So if I'm going to paint it black anyway, there's no point in highlighting it with fucking black. Who would have thought, eh?
Hmm.
Okay. This part of the frame will be chromed. These parts here, that part will not. We need some highlighting elements. All right. That being so, that cuts down what I need to work on. Yeah. I wonder where Bassman is.
Yeah, I hope they're all right.
Maybe he has to look at. Maybe Bassman woman's very crook. She's apparently they've got a bit of sickness going through the house.
Hmm.
All right. Just All right. Now.
That's better.
I can hear the neighbourhood dogs telling each other that they're dogs.
Yeah, I can see. I can hear it.
There's actually a Family Guy scene where Brian, who, in case you're unaware, is the dog, he's out in the backyard. And then he starts talking to this other dog. And basically what they're saying is, I'm a dog. You're a dog? Then you hear all these other dogs going, I'm a dog too. Slowly but surely, the entire neighborhood of dogs starts up with, I'm a dog. Are you a dog? If I get my Merc finished, if I get a contract for a house, or at least for a house before when I finish the Merc, I might call that the moving Merc. Nothing on it actually moves, but all right. Now, we should I bother going on? Yeah, I should. That's better. There's lots of little lines you can use to highlight here, I'd suggest. As you will see, I'll show you once I've got them more highlighted on here. Now, of course, this sort of work's never completely tidy, but it doesn't really matter. On two fronts. One, it's going to be hit with paint. So that'll fix that problem. The other reason it doesn't matter is because nothing really matters. In 100 years, everyone will have a fucking worm burrowing out of their eyeball. Do you think they're going to be concerned about this sort of detail? I think not. Now, one last little bit here. There we go. All right. I might consider here. Now, what I've done there is yep, there we go. So you can see I've brought up all those are two tank. Well, I think that's part of the boot, and that's whatever it is. They're going to be chromed.
Mm-hmm.
main sort of area here through there will also be chrome. All the rest will be black. So I've got all that set up. All right, so we'll pop all that over to there. Now, what else do we have here we can work on?
I got a set of these. Ooh, let's try it that way.
Ooh.
Chrome pens.
Ooh, that's very nice. So very nice.
We had gold and silver ones before, and they came out quite nicely. I saw they had another set of color ones. This is from Timu.
Okay.
So yeah, not bad for different things.
Yeah, right.
There's a ball bearing inside.
Yeah.
Got to give them a air shake, then press down the top a couple of times to get the ink to run through, and then they'll be okay for us.
Yeah, right.
It's handy for doing pipe work and everything.
Now I'm thinking, because I'm doing the car metallic blue, I'll be doing the chairs are blue and white.
Right.
I've seen, I'll have to get a bit more of a, have a look at some Chevy Impala interiors, but I've seen Bassman do some nice work with seats like that. And he seems to have a pretty good insight into how cars should look. So, I was, prior to doing the past few months, I've been always been more of just an aircraft man. But there's so much more you can do. All right. Ah, and that must be the back seats. All right.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. Oh dear.
All right. Now. And, now, I wonder, I might go down the path of making seat belts for, I don't think I need to do anything for the Merc, purely by virtue of not all cars had seat belts back then, I don't think.
No.
They're a comparatively recent innovation. But I will probably want to consider doing some for the Impala. I will also need to go for a different colour carpet. Now I've got some grey. It's a question of whether it's an okay sort of a grey for the occasion, I would suggest. We shall see. And we shall consider. Yes, we will. Now, and after this, even the interior sideboards are pretty detailed. It's pretty good. And that's probably where I'll be spending a disturbing amount of time. Detailing. Now, Italy. Across there. Oh, yes. Robin. Now, so that's the back seats. Let's have a look at this dash. That's a bit sexy. Yeah, I'm gonna have fun with that. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. All right. Gonna take a bit of a break from that for a moment, just to have a look at something on the assembly sheets of this one, which are around here somewhere. There's something we might have a look at again. There's the decals. Where have I put the assembly sheets? Come on, up to be. Ah, here we are. Now, here we go. They actually give a good solid breakdown of colours. I've just discovered.
Good.
Because what they do, I'll give you a zoom in, is here's our paint colours. And as you go through all your different parts, you'll see it not only gives the part, but the colour. Which is rather good, in my eyes at least.
Yeah, for the... Oh. Yeah.
It certainly helps make sure you get the colours right, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Now, what's the thing I wanted to check out on here? Ah, that was it.
It's the Bugatti 250 original. Someone must have printed it, the original paint thing. It didn't give the colours to it, but I went on to Scale Mates.
Yeah.
And there's a later one, and that gives more detail than all the paints for different parts with the part the pots on it. And all
Yeah,
pots
right.
across the top for different parts, and I listed in the front of the total what type of paints you wanted.
Yeah, right.
So it was quite handy. And
Yeah, indeed. Now, there's a bit of a frustration. Nothing that's going to frustrate me too much, but for a lot of this chromes or stuff that you know would be chrome, they don't give any decal
Hmm.
by the looks, which is a bit subpar in my eyes. Hang on a moment though. Ah, I see. Interesting part of the area where the actual tag Chevrolet is on an area that's aluminium anyway. But, in fact, I may even have a close look at this. Do I want to get more? Okay, so it's a different part again. All right. Anyway. Now, once I've gotten some more of this done, fairly soon, I shall wind the stream up. So when I go and get ready for going to check out this unit, I need to do my shave thing. Shave and shower and all the rest of the business. Make sure it's nice and presentable. Dearie me. Who would have thought? All right. And yeah, there's a dash all ready to be painted. And ultimately decals as well. Now,
Oh, hello, Jeff.
oh, hey Jeff, how you doing? We don't know where Bassman is. We seek him here, we seek him there, we seek the Bassman everywhere, but we cannot find him. Actually, no, we didn't go seeking, I lied. But he's presumably got a few things to attend to. It's a jolly rum thing, what? Actually, is it a rum thing? Because according to actually, we haven't done our word today either. According to that book, rum generally means good. So his absence may not be a rum thing. Quite the reverse, in fact. Now, give me a moment. Uh, all right. All right. That's almost one interior area done. Almost. Right, there we go. Yep. So again, there's a bit on that.
Right.
Now, whilst I quickly think too. Right, here we go. Okay. Oh my god, that's hilarious. All right. Now there's a couple here. I've gone to the letter H. To hop the twig, to run away. Hopper-assed, having large projecting buttocks. From the resemblance to a small basket called a hopper or hoppet, worn by husbandmen for containing seed corn when they sow the land. And finally, horn colic, a temporary priapism, if you're familiar with the word priapism. Yes. For those who are not, priapism is a state of where an erection will not subside.
Oh, Viagra type.
Pretty much. Now, priapism may be caused by many things. Sometimes it's being a straight out dirty bastard. I was saying to Chris, it dawned on me the other day that as I move from being a dirty young man to a dirty old man, something I'm becoming increasingly concerned about is what if I become one of those old dudes who the frontal lobes deteriorate and start coming out with what I'm actually thinking? Yeah, you can see where I'm taking this, can't you? There's going to be some people who are going to possibly need counseling after hearing some of what I come out with. Never mind. As Chris also said, what, you sure you'll just be able to keep it verbal? Start waving things around in inappropriate times?
Can go back and do this again. Fine.
All right. Almost got these prepped up. That's actually pretty good, or pretty handy. And what I'm going to do tomorrow with the Merc, because I want this to settle. I will probably do some stuff off camera. And tomorrow I want to make the glass that I require, because then, of course, it'll be a much quicker. At this point, really, once that settles and I've done some little touch-ups, there's not much to it. So I might as well get stuck into the Chev tomorrow and finish that as part of the process, if you know what I'm saying. Because I don't think I have any early appointments tomorrow. Hang on, wait. Oh, no, it's 11:40. I have one tomorrow, I believe.
All right. I'm going to paint this tomorrow, I think.
So in that regard, let's see. That should be fine. Alrighty. All right, so that's them done. Actually, wait, one last little bit. Oh, also.
All right.
All right, there we go. So that's a lot of the interior stuff all prepped up. So, yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
All right, I'm going to wind the stream up. I'll give you some solo time directly. Oh, dearie me. Now, oh, stretch. Oh, that's nice, that is. Up. All right. Now then. There we go.
Well, I'm doing this spotted paint.
Yep. Nice.
Taking the thing, I had to broke the thing off, but I had to repaint it.
Yeah.
And painted that the yellow.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
And silver underneath, and I just put the struts on as well. And I found that they have to be silver, so just use a pen to paint those silver.
Yeah.
And just on the float, I found this is going to be all silver as well. That's the middle one, and there's two others to do. So that's that one. And Bugatti. So I got that done. I've had to glue the wheels on. That one's gone a bit loose. I've got to repair that. But otherwise,
that's very pretty, mate.
Yeah. So
nice.
Just got the front bonnet I've had to repaint, and there's a piece for the boot I got repaint. Oh, that's all done. So
alrighty, cool.
And I found out doing this one, one wheel was sort of lopsided. So
one thing I'm finding is that it's very easy when I'm putting stuff on that to put pressure on the wheels. And strangely, they seem to actually absorb a reasonable amount of it.
It's just underneath there, between the hull and the parting. I put a little piece of plastic in there, and it pushes that down to make that flat now. So that's all right. And still got the wheels working, most of them anyway.
Mine are not. Never mind. All right. Mind you, two of them, it's just because they just not. I didn't put any glue on them. They were just that tight.
Yeah. Never mind. Yeah. But,
anyway,
I'll get
that's us done for today. Oh, I'll just move that camera a bit more in the middle. Thanks for watching. We appreciate it. First-time viewers, you know what to do. Follow, like, or subscribe. Other platforms. I'm Rob the Builder on Facebook and YouTube, and Robster the Builder on Instagram, Twitch, and follow, like, or subscribe. Finally, tomorrow. Now we'll be back. Hopefully, Bassman will be with us. I wonder who he was today. We shall give him a righteous ribbing tomorrow, I dare say.
Asleep.
Yeah, well, that's it, you know. These are the things. Yes. All right. That said, I don't have any early appointments, as I said, so we'll be back tomorrow at the same kit time and the same. Oh, he sent me an
there he is.
now. you send me an email? I didn't see it. Deary me, Governor.
His ears must be burning.
Well, yeah, okay. Well, we found this out now. It's because it was attached to one of the other emails you sent with the video. Never mind. Well, all right then. You'll be there. He'll be here tomorrow. By golly.
Hope he
All
brings a
right.
sick note.
Yeah, that's it. Okay. And on that note, we'll be back tomorrow at the same kit time and the same kit channel. And yes, well, we'll all be here tomorrow. And oh, that's what you're saying now, obviously, Bassman. That's what you're saying now. But all righty, we'll catch everyone tomorrow. See you later.
Bye.